The new Trump accounts offer a realistic way for middle class families to create generational wealth for their kids. I'm talking millions of dollars. So today, I'm going to answer all the key questions for the parents out there wondering if this is something they should take advantage of, and if so, how to do it. Let's start with question number one. What are Trump accounts? A Trump account is essentially a retirement account for a child. And if your child is born between 2025 and 2028, their account will start with $1,000 of free money from the government. So you'd be crazy not to at least take them up on that part. $1,000 may not sound like a lot in terms of your ability to retire, but it's actually way more than it sounds like. Albert Einstein said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, and I gotta say, I agree with him. The problem is that most people don't start putting money away until they're at least in their early 20s at best. So the true power of these accounts is that they can start earning interest at birth, giving your child decades more compounding interest as a head start. Even on a small starting amount, that can make a really big difference in the long run. To give you a sense of how much, I'll quickly introduce you to a simple rule of thumb I learned early on in my investing career called the Rule of 72. You take 72 and divide it by your interest rate, and that's roughly how long it will take you to double your money. So here's an example. If you're making a 10% return, which is about the long run stock market average, then 72 divided by 10, it'll take you a little over 7 years to double your money. That means that $1,000 could be $2,000 by the time your child is 7, and $4,000 by the time they're 14, and $8,000 by the time you're 21, and, well, a lot of money by the time they retire. I didn't come from money. When I was 21, $8,000 might as well have been $1 million, but I'd never even sniffed that amount of money. I worked pretty much full time since I was 16. I paid my way through college, and I got by, but there wasn't that much left over. It would have been amazing to have that kind of a head start, but we'll get to more on what it could be worth down the road in a few minutes. First, let's get to question number two. Who can open a Trump account? A Trump account can be established for any American child, which is defined as having a Social Security number, who is under the age of 18. As for the free $1,000 from the government, that only applies for kids born between 2025 and 2028. That is, unless a future president decides to extend it, which wouldn't surprise me, but TBD. This next part is really important. The account will be established only if the election is made. So, from what it sounds like, to get the free $1,000, you will have to opt in. That brings us to our third question. Who can contribute and how much? We already talked about the initial $1,000 that kids born from 2025 to 2028 will get from the government. After that, those kids and any other kid that's under 18 can receive up to $5,000 per year. The government contribution doesn't count toward that limit for the first year, by the way. Parents or other family members can contribute all $5,000, or if you can convince your employer to do it, they can contribute up to $2,500 per year, so you'd only have to put in another $2,500 to max it out. After the child turns 18, it essentially converts to a traditional IRA, which means only the child, who I guess will be an adult at that point, will be able to contribute, and all the IRA limits and other rules will apply. The amount of money your kid will end up with depends on three things: how much you put in, how long they stay invested, and what returns you get. So to simplify this, let's ignore the left and right lines, which are ultra-low and ultra-high return assumptions. Will it be exactly 10.3%? Almost certainly not, but it's way more likely to be close to that than either the low return scenario on the left or the high return scenario on the right, assuming you're invested for a period of 18 years or longer. So let's use the middle line as our ballpark estimate. The bottom figure is about how much a child would end up with at age 18 from only the initial $1,000 contribution from the government and nothing else. $5,800. Not bad. I mean, I wish I had that when I was 18. The other two are estimates if you'd made the maximum contribution every year at the top, or half of that amount for the middle dot. How about by age 28? At this point, they're estimated to have over $18,000 from just the initial $1,000 investment from the government, or over $1 million if you'd put in $5,000 per year for 18 years and it maxed out their IRA contributions after that. Even if they didn't make any IRA contributions after 18, which is probably a more realistic scenario in my opinion, they'd still have hundreds of thousands of dollars in their retirement account before they turned 30. It doesn't seem like much, but compounding interest is so powerful that these little tiny contributions could make your child a multi-millionaire by the time they're retired. Don't believe me? If we just use a flat 10% return estimate, which is actually a little bit lower than the government's return estimates, and assume no contributions of any kind after they turn 18 years old, even just the initial $1,000 from the government could turn into more than $500,000 by the time they turn 65. That's without you, your family, or your employer ever putting in a single dime. If you actually were making contributions, even just half of the limit, you could set your child up with well over $10 million by the time they're retired. This is life-changing, generational wealth from $2,500 contributions over 18 years, or about $45,000. I guess technically a little more because the contribution limits will go up by inflation roughly 2% a year, but probably less than $50,000 of contributions ends up over $10 million by the time your kid is retired. That is the power of compounding interest. So when can they withdraw the money? Well, time is everything, so the longer they wait, the better, but there are a few different options. Before they turn 18, they cannot take the money out, full stop. Once they turn 18, traditional IRA rules apply, meaning that between age 18 and 59 and a half, withdrawals come with a 10% penalty and they have to pay taxes on the gains and contributions, unless it's for certain exceptions like a first-time home purchase or higher education. In that case, you're still going to have to pay taxes, but they can avoid the 10% penalty. After they turn 59 and a half, they can take it out without any 10% penalty. Of course, they're always going to have to pay taxes. Uncle Sam will always get his cut. But I guess since that first $1,000 comes from Uncle Sam, it's only fair in this case. What do I need to know about taxes and how do they compare to other accounts? Well, besides what I just mentioned, here are a few other important things to consider. First, parents' contributions are not tax deductible. So if you think your kid will use the money for college, it might be better to contribute to a 529 plan instead. The taxation on those differs depending on your state, so it's hard to get into specifics, but they're generally more tax-friendly than the Trump account. Of course, those are only for education expenses. To give your kids a head start in retirement, the Trump account really is the only game in town. One interesting wrinkle is that it seems like the employer contributions will not be considered income for you. And since it's not income for you, it means they won't have to pay payroll taxes on it either. So while the details are still being ironed out, it seems like if you could convince your employer to offer this plan, it would be better to have them pay the $2,500 to your child than to pay it to you, assuming you are going to make the contribution anyway. If they'd pay $2,500 into the Trump account, a full $2,500 goes in. You don't pay taxes on that, and they don't pay taxes on it either. Instead, if they pay you $2,500, like your regular income, they have to pay payroll taxes on it. You have to pay income tax on it, like any other income. And then after taxes, you probably only have around $1,500 to $2,000 to put in your kid's account. So, at least the way it looks right now, it's an even better deal for you, your employer, and your kid if you can get them to offer this benefit, even if it comes with an equivalent pay cut for you. Of course, it would be better for you if you could convince them to offer the benefit without giving you a pay cut, which I'm sure a lot of employers will do. Fingers crossed that yours will be one of them, and now would be a good time to ask since they'll have to put the plan in place in advance in order to offer that benefit company-wide. And that brings us to our final two questions. How do you open a Trump account, and which investments should you choose? Well, while employers and family members can make contributions, only a parent or guardian can actually open the account initially. As far as the investments go, as of now, the investment options are expected to be limited to mutual funds and ETFs that track a broad U.S. stock index, though it's not set in stone yet. The specific details of how to set up the account and what you can invest in are still being worked out by the government. So if you've decided that a Trump account is for you, hit that subscribe button, leave any additional questions below anytime between now and when they start, And I promise I will come out with another video that answers every single one of your questions as soon as the government irons out all the details. I'd expect that sometime before July 4th, 2026, which is when people can start contributing to them. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for watching. I'm Ethan. I'm a CFA Charterholder and investment professional, and I started this channel with my business partner, Kyle, who's also a former investment professional. And we started this to help people significantly improve their lives by becoming better investors. So, even if you're mainly just subscribing for the future Trump account video, I'd really encourage you to also consider checking out some of our other content in the meantime. You may not have as much time left as your future child, but even incrementally better investment decisions over a couple of decades can make a massive difference in your life. And I think we can help you get there. So, thank you so much for watching, and we'll really look forward to seeing you in the next one.